As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Oh, what? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. She-chan. Giggling, Misha points to a girl sitting next to her. The one I saw using sign language before. Looks like she's been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence. Only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me with saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you? I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would be... I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm Misha. I can't speak. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. Wow, this Misha voice sucks. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be standing up there for no reason. Right? Right? Misha looks at me with a weird expression, then continues. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have been better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here Fast words are hard to say. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today. So soon, He-chan, right? So soon, He-chan, right? He-chan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. Never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Wait, no, she doesn't make noise. Yeah, you look just like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you know, you can feel free to ask her. Who do I ask? Do you like the school so far? We could show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kinda came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there, not just with school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Learn about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, but Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deep. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Alright. Geez, you two. Ah, and another thing. You don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. I think that's a little personal. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Yep, Shizune's fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all about business. Well, I mean, she still seems like that, but just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh wait, we haven't even touched the assignment! We should work now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment's also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too! Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently.
I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message.
After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay?
Sam is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of old being difficult and unnecessarily long. But we don't have to do it. Yay. Still, we finished with a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. Class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Oh, so there's like an underground floor? Oh no, because it was on like a hill, so I guess the front door would be up there on like the top left where it was before, and then the... Okay, I understand. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate.
It's the cafeteria!
Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great, until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who have special diets. Oh nice, it's almost like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. You want me to... So I look at her when I'm talking to her, even if I'm talking to you? Oh, okay, this is gonna be weird. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite?
Do you want to know something?
What?
About anything. With your guides, so you should ask if there is something.
I wonder. Oh boy, here we go. This is where things differ. A lot. Okay, so I think I've got everything I need to know. No, we do need to know things. Ask about the library. Ask about Shizune's deafness. That'd be really rude. I mean, we are addicted to books, so let's ask about the library. Oh, yeah, is there a library in this school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear that she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again.
There is! It's on the second floor. We can show it to you sometime.
Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth animatedly, throwing sideway glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice that a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. Sign nets. Yes. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk in the last row. Ah. She jumps a little and Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning to stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune don't seem to notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to the seats and begin to converse. I am left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with the other students, and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time I spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. I'm sure we can remedy that. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We gotta hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Wait. The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? We can show you at least that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to a smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building.
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
How is that official?
Don't Don't be silly, Chan. It's for physical therapy, of course.
Exactly, we might not need that, but we still need physical therapy, because we are kind of weak.
Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yep, thanks, bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Still on that, Hisao? I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. Ooh, one of my favorite characters coming up. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. I wish we knew the name. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounds like a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. What voice to give you? Hello there. What can I do for you today? Aussie. An Aussie? No, you ain't done no Aussie.
Hello? Hello there. What can I do for you today? I don't know. I don't know what voice to give him. Hello there. What can I do for you? No. Hello there. What can I do for you today?
He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard the very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am. It says on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right. I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. No, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestured me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly the physical therapy and such. There's always someone from our staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now just let me find your file again. While he searches for something on it from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school's nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on off of walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? This does not sound like a good voice for you. It needs to be deeper, a little bit. A little deeper. He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend that you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. I like her reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did a burning passion for the sport, just had something to do. Any kind of concussion might be dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably. He glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such is available, as I said, but I don't really think you need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe. There is a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before, but you just need to take care of yourself. You just need to take care to not overexert yourself. Ring a ring a ring.
At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before.
At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I don't know what voice to give him. Those were all bad voices for that great man. I ushered out before I even realized it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building. Although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students. So I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. Weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. How long were we in the nurse's office? It's already dinner? I mean, we did go to class, I guess. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel, as I haven't been outside at all for so long. Interesting picture over there, or drawing, whatever. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs, same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common door room. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Is that only the girls around here are sociable? I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Of course, says Sal. I climb the stairs up to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. Name plates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From the inside, I hear a few movements, and then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans close to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Interruptions. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? My name is the name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? It could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? You think about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment, and searches the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room. Impersonal, like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of the bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, that you should go to the office tomorrow. If any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, just don't have to worry about unpacking. Kinda hoped I would've. and that would have been something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on my bed, feeling drained. Fucking flies! Go away! Lying that makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. What if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do? The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn. I have to distract myself somehow so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now... The bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little. What choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. And after that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Suddenly night. It doesn't start looking more familiar. Not even after the darkness falls in long shadows drawn across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. Night beckons me to sleep. I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping back up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Well, we're still here. As much as we don't want to be, we're here. But we will pick up here and next time, everybody. So if you want to see more of this game, even though I've recorded like an hour of this or whatever, make sure you do leave it a like, or make sure you leave a like, I guess. That's not what I meant. Make sure you leave a comment down below saying that you want to see more of this game. I'll probably record and upload more of it anyways, just because I like this game. Even if you don't want to call it a game, even if XSplit and DxTory don't consider it a game, it's still a game. Anyways, we'll be back.